Hi guys, hopefully you can see and hear me. Please let me know in the comments that you can see me. I'm on a new platform today. Hopefully we're going to try this out because I've got a couple of cameras set up so I'm not having to go back and forth. But hi, I am Armendariz. I am coming from Sunset Beach, California, and I am going to be working with Bentley, Daisy, and Jackie Daniels. Awesome. So we do have, yes, you can see me. Great. So I can see your comments. So if you have any comments about how it went yesterday or what we're doing, please just drop them down and I'm going to be able to answer them pretty quickly. But great job yesterday on posting and sharing. We've got a lot of people that were able to log on and get some really good ideas. And it just really helped me know that it's working and that you're doing it. It makes me feel really good knowing that you are out for a few minutes a day training your dog, and it's not that hard. Like, I hope that you realize, like, it's super, super easy. A couple minutes. I think we did 5 minutes yesterday. Day one of the challenge was 5 minutes of desensitizing your dogs to the sound of fireworks so that they are more at ease, right? And that wasn't that challenging. Yeah, so we got a lot of posts and shares. This Friday, I want to do a cooking class. I'm not a cook at all, but I do have a lot of you guys that have been turning in some amazing recipes. So I thought about like going 8:30 and we all just either do some meal preps or prep our enrichment feeders or just kind of cook together. I've got a couple of friends that are really good chefs and they have agreed to send me a couple recipes. So we can try a recipe together or we can just stuff everything. So I wanted to show you a few of the things like marrow bones like this that can be stuffed and frozen. And this. So anyways, there's a comment that says, I feel like, and then I'm not sure what you mean. So can you clarify what you feel like? Can you hear and see me okay? Give me a thumbs up if you can see and hear me okay. Let's see, maybe, yes. I think you can see me, possibly not hear me, but if you're here today, we are here in our 5-day challenge. This is day 2. Yesterday, I showed you a good training setup, what it looks like. Thank you. Thumbs up. Great. What a training room looks like. And okay, I got it. All clear. Perfect. And I'm going to answer that. And that's a really good question. So let's go ahead and address that. So the question is, I feel like my dogs are more scared of the vibration from the fireworks. Does anyone else feel like that? I'm sure. The vibration is something else that you're going to have to get your dog used to. So in today's challenge on day 2, I'm going to show you a different way to desensitize your dogs, not only to the sound of fireworks, but we're going to use a very different sound, the sound of things dropping. And then that leaves that vibration. So really, really good point. I can't see who posted that, but that was a really good point. The vibration, the sound, and what else do you think that dogs are exposed to when it comes to fireworks? The smell. So on Thursday, I've got some little firecrackers and I'm going to go ahead and desensitize them to the smell of fireworks. We're also going to do the sound as well, but at a distance. I'm going to have a helper here. They're going to be lighting off fireworks and I'll be doing the training with the dogs. So we've got sight, feel, the vibration, and the smell. 3 things that you have to desensitize your dog to when it comes to fireworks, which is why it explains why dogs, it's so traumatic every time that, it comes to 4th of July. And it's not every dog and it's not all dogs. But those of you that have seen your dog suffer from the sound of fireworks, this is what the purpose of the 5-day challenge is to help them kind of get through it, make things a little bit easier. So typically we'll do play, we'll do training, or we'll do some kind of enrichment feeding where they're using their mouth and they're training with their brain and stuff, and they hear the background noise, but they're able to kind of like gradually kind of be exposed to it at a volume or a sound that no longer triggers the normal response of fear. That's the goal. The goal is that we hear this noise, and it's okay for them to respond for a second, but we want them to kind of snap right back. And even our service animals that are really, really well trained and exposed, sometimes they'll hear something as simple as a balloon and they'll get startled, but the recovery time is really good. And so we may not be able to desensitize them completely to every sound that the fireworks make, but at least with your effort and with all that you're doing, you should be able to desensitize them to most sounds, right? And I'm not talking just fireworks. This morning, we went out on a walk, and I actually turned on fireworks. Hi, GD. We turned on fireworks for just a sound for like a minute, because I did want to do a little bit of outdoor stuff, but I worked specifically walked on PCH. Why? Because it's louder. There was motorcycles and cars, there was trucks, and we found a dump truck, and the dump truck happened to be on our route. So during the walk, we followed the dump truck because it made few sounds that did startle the dog. When the truck backed up, it made that beep, beep. And then it also bangs, like the metal trash can, like it bangs on the ground, and all the dogs kind of look. So I did record it, and I'm going to upload it afterwards to this feed right here, right under the comments. Like you guys did yesterday, I'm going to send that to you guys, and you're going to see what I did. I didn't have time to feed each dog. I was walking 3 dogs. But what I did is I dumped food on the floor while that sound was going. And then we walked and followed it. And then we did it again. And we did 5 repetitions in a short period of time. So it was noise, food, follow. Noise, food, follow. Noise, food, follow. And you'll see that the dog's tails were totally up and wagging. So for those of you that have a dog that is afraid of the sound of the dump truck, you would do this at a much farther distance than I did. I happened to be in a complex across the street, and I was like, well, let's just use this as a training. And I love being able to like have my phone and record it so I can share it with you guys. I know that there are still a lot of dogs that are afraid of the dump truck because it makes a lot of crazy noises. And I'd almost think like the noise of the dump truck is something that you would want to work on all year round, because it's something that you have to listen to. But great question here. So I'm going to show this question. Would this work to desensitize my dogs from skateboards? And the answer is yes. Any noise that your dog is triggered, like it's a trigger for them, I would definitely desensitize them to the sound of the skateboard. My dog has the same thing. It's more sight for him than sound, but if I focused on the sound, at least that's one sense that I can control. But his isn't always the sound. It's usually the sight, and it's not just a skateboard going in, both directions and anywhere. It's a specific direction. So I would work on sound because that's the easiest. And if you have a puppy that's 8 to 12 weeks old, by doing all of this now, you're not going to have the phobia and problems that dogs experience later on. So any of the puppies that are working with us right now, this is something that we do really, really early on, and we get them going pretty quickly. The other thing I want to mention before we get started is that these things make a lot of noise. So during this week, while you're making, everything's about noise and noise and noise, and again, not just firecrackers, all noises, I would encourage you guys to pull these back out and put them like in stainless steel bowls. So these two make a lot of noise. They're plastic and dogs bang them. If your dog does like their feeder like this, can you take that squeaker from me? If the dog likes their toy like this is a great way to just make a ton of noise, right? And it's noise that it's the same thing. Noise, food. That's all we're doing. We're pairing up the sound with food, and hopefully through repetitions, you're going to have a more positive or at least neutral response. Now, yesterday we did 5 minutes. You did 5 minutes total training. That means like a couple minutes of training and then the rest of the time on their enrichment feeder. Today's goal is 10. Now we're progressing really fast. Why? Because we've only got less than 2 weeks before the 4th of July, and we've got to get the dogs up to almost an hour. I don't, and it's usually 30 minutes of hardcore fireworks. And then there's like, every 10 minutes, you're going to hear some random one launch. So goal today is 10 minutes. You're going to do 10 minutes of any combination. You can play, you can train, or you can just use the enrichment feeder. When it comes to training, like I said yesterday, make the training super easy. Make it, eye contact, sit. You saw me doing get. What I'm going to do today is show you a little bit of play. I've got 3 dogs. I normally wouldn't have them all playing at once, but they do have all different styles of play. Typically, if I was working with you and you had multiple dogs, I would ask you to bring one dog out at a time. One dog would do a feeder while you train another dog. But in me trying to put this together and train the dogs, I don't think I can handle one more thing. So I'm going to just combine it. So we're going to go play for just a few seconds. Once they're committed to play, I'm going to turn the YouTube on, which I showed you yesterday. I put it onto my my smart TV. I downloaded the YouTube app onto my computer or onto my TV, and now it's playing right from the TV, so the volume was pretty loud. I'm going to still start off with a very, very low volume, and then we're going to gradually go up from there. So give me 1 second as I change over to another camera. Give me 1 second. Okay. Hold on. Sorry. Okay. Give me a thumbs up if you can see me okay. I think this might. All right. Can you see me okay? Let's see. Oh, we're on the wrong screen. So give me 2 seconds. There we go. Okay, so we're going to go into a quick little play session first. I'm going to put this down right here. And I've got several toys that we're going to get started. And then once we commit to a few seconds of play, we're going to go into turning on the YouTube. I know. We're going to get started in just a second. So the sound is on, and let me just show you coming it from the TV. Fireworks playing. There's JD. There's Daisy. There's Bentley. And we're going to go into a quick little play session. Okay. I got you. Good girl, Daisy. Did a good one. So the sound of fireworks is gradually playing. We're starting at a volume a lot less than we did yesterday. Okay, so now that we've got them pretty excited and playing, I'm going to start the sound game, the one that we worked on or showed you the other day. It's where we play a sound, random, then the fireworks, a louder noise, and then we drop food. So let me show you that one. And that was the what was that game? So I'm going to drop something. Usually pretty light. I'm going to make a little softer noise at first, and then it'll get louder and louder. Something rubber. If you're curious to see what that is, that's good. If they back up, give them a second. So that startled Daisy a little bit. Good girl. So noise equals food. Okay, Mom, will you come help me? Come here. Come here. Ideally, someone else drops and makes the noise, and then you pay your dog. So I've got my mom here who's going to help. She's going to drop a pan. Right here, just drop that bowl. So now she's going to drop the bowl while I feed the dogs. Go ahead and drop. Not so high, a little bit lower. Okay. A little lower, yeah. What was that? Oh, that was good. A little lower. Nice puppies, good job. So it's okay that your dogs get a little startled. We would then go a little less. Good girl. So the startle and the food comes. Now, if they back up, give them a second. Good girl. We don't have to cue anything. Yeah, that's good. We just want them to continue to take food after the sound. A little bit less. Good. Okay, that's good. So really short training session when it comes to a sound like that. You notice that that sound was really quite a bit for them. Any questions on that? Go ahead and put it down in the comments if you have any questions. So now I'm going to go into a short training session, and I'm going to go into giving them some of these louder enrichment feeders. Let's see, I've got one in here. Here, Bentley. And here I'm taking one of the feeders that we had yesterday. I'm placing it in here. It makes a lot of noise. And it has been a couple of minutes. It's been more than 2 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and turn the volume up. I'm using a higher reinforcement than just their kibble, just their food. Get. There you go, good girl. Yeah. Get. Touch. Get. Okay. All right. Hi, Mika. Any questions on that? So 10 minutes is the goal today. I would love for you to take in some of the information, you do a training, you do a play, or you give them an enrichment feeder of some kind that they can chew on while the fireworks are going on. The volume is based on how the dog is feeling that day. If you're doing a lot of sessions of this, you may not be able to put the volume you were at yesterday. Like yesterday, we got up to 60. I think we're at 37 right now, mainly because we've done already a lot this morning. But you're looking for calm. You're looking for a dog that takes food. You want to look for a dog that's got their tail up and comfortable with all of the sound that are going on, right? Dog that can eat. Any questions? So my ask for you today is under this video, under comments, take a picture of a video of you working with your dog, just so I know that you're doing, just so that Canine Learning Academy, the whole training team knows that you're doing it with your dog. We just want to know that everything is okay. We talked about that story last year, I think it was 2 years ago, where a dog jumped the 6-foot fence in the backyard and was hit by a car just a few hours later on the 4th of July, or actually it was on Thanksgiving because of fireworks. But noise and dogs do not mix. You've got to prepare your dog for what is going to come. So wherever you live, if you've got fireworks anywhere around the corner, or if you've got any noises like skateboards and other noises, we really, really ask that you try to desensitize them to the sound so it doesn't create a response of fear and I got to get out of here. My video is the one I'm watching online with you. Cool. Cool. Any questions before we head out? You clear on what you are to do today? Start with the lower volume. 3 things: play, train, or give them an enrichment feeder for how many minutes? 10 minutes. How long of a video or picture? Just 1 second. We just want to see that you're doing. We just want to make sure you are doing. If you do share a video, go here. If you do share a video of you working with your dog and doing this, it helps everyone else. It helps those people that are still not sure what to do. You're giving them really, really good ideas. I think Mary Ferry, you posted, Tori, you posted, Pam, Astrid from Panama, who doesn't even know what the 4th of July is. She did a training video and she did noises. Remember, this is not just for fireworks. Balloons, dump trucks, skateboards, all of those noises that create a response of fear to some dogs, desensitize them. Make them feel like it's not that big of a deal. If you live at a house with 3 kids and they're banging, on toys and stuff, your dog is already desensitized, right? Your dog's used to all of that. But if you raise a puppy or a dog in a house that's super quiet and then you expect them to be okay with this noise, it's probably not going to happen. Like I said yesterday, we lived right by the Grand Prix, where the Long Beach Grand Prix was happening. And that noise of every single day really turned my dog into a different dog. And so now when he hears a loud sound, he cowers down and he lays down and he just shuts down. Well, I've had to go back and retrain that. And now he's doing so much better. So thank you again. Any questions before I head out? This is day 2. We've got 3 more days. And just a reminder, we're going to run it one more time because I want to make sure you're doing it. You don't have to participate. If you'd like to go through all the way through, we're going to hit you hard all the way through 4th of July. So this Friday, I would love for you guys to come and be prepared to cook something in front of us. We're going to do it on Zoom so we can see everybody's setup. You don't have to put your video on, but I'll bring a recipe that I'll do. I think a sweet potato with ground beef. I want to try a meatloaf with like a pumpkin little spread, making it into cupcakes, I'm thinking. But let's all get creative. Those of you that are not having to go to work right at 8:30, join me this Friday, Zoom. Other than that, I'm going to check the comments one more time. Was this helpful? Give me a thumbs up if it was helpful. Hopefully it was, but thank you guys for joining. Yes, yes, yes. Perfect. Love this. Love this. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Awesome. Can you share the recipe? Yes. I will get the recipe from Alex if she'll send it to me. She made this amazing meatloaf and I brought all the ingredients, but I don't know exactly how much. So let me get the ingredients from her. I'll share that. I should share it today so that you guys can get it if you want to join me with that. Otherwise, I will make sure that you guys have it some way or another. And then get your dogs these things so you can stuff them. These are great like midday snacks. But Bentley's made his way over under the table with the Kong. I know some of you that have done this before have the same problem. I find them in the bathroom and in the hallway. But yeah, you see the dogs have all cleared out of there. The fireworks are still happening here. So tomorrow, little something different. Thursday, outdoor with firecrackers, just the little ones that you bang. Friday, back here on Zoom. All right, guys, have a wonderful Tuesday. Train your puppy. Let's see those videos. Post right here in the comments under this video. Have a wonderful day. Bye for now.